Well, guys, you saw the title of the video. Cringe, I guess, reaction. We're gonna be taking a sip of our liquid. Mine happens to be an alcohol. Hers happens to be water.
And alcohol.
And alcohol. Well, I don't know if I want to put the exact Blue Moon is what it is.
But you could have said beer, not and alcohol.
It's an alcoholic beverage. I guess, what are the rules to this?
Just take a sip every time you cringe. Unfortunately, this is the series that we all love to hate now. It's for good reason. So there's gonna be a lot of times that we sip. Well, first of all, I don't drink alcohol. It's all gross. It's all nasty. So I just don't. If I did, I would have probably thought it was a better option to use water anyway because of the sheer amount of hydration I will be getting out of this video.
That's why I'm doing sips. I was originally going to do shots, and then I realized I would be dead by like minute 1. Because I've seen clips of the show. I just haven't watched any full episode. And that's what we're doing today, a full first episode. Anyway, let's go ahead and pour our drink real quick. Get this ready.
Oh my god, it's not even fully on. I almost wrecked your equipment.
I'm also going to be editing a counter at the corner of where I will be counting how many times we actually took a sip throughout the video. So you guys, before the video even fully starts, make a guess on who's gonna drink more. And that didn't count. All right. I just need a beginner sip to get my taste buds.
Yeah, okay.
And we're off. Let's start this thing.
So excited.
Oh wait, I'm not allowed to drink.
My name is Velma Dinkley. My origin story.
Does this count as cringe? No, I'm just kidding.
Normally,
If you want.
origin stories are about tall, handsome guys struggling with the burden of being handed
Breaking the
even more
fourth
power.
wall already?
And if they are about girls, it's usually like, hey, what made this hot chick go crazy?
I'm gonna bleed it into my first sip.
The bone-chilling event, the greatest team of spooky mystery solvers ever. Yeah.
No, she didn't. Because Scooby-Doo is in here. Was Jones her actual last name?
Or no, wait. Was it just Dinkley?
It was always just Velma to me. Weird sex man.
Story told, and it starts with a murder, bitch.
That looked like an inner city high school.
Brenda.
Ew, bro.
Ugh, this school sucks.
Why'd I even put it down?
Have you ever noticed how pilot episodes of TV shows always have more gratuitous sex and nudity
I'm not a
than
big
the
fan
rest
of breaking the
series?
fourth
Oh,
wall
yeah, I have.
unless it's
So
like
true.
cleverly
That's
done.
what Rachel Brosnahan's boobs look like.
And John Cheadle's butt.
Lame.
I think it's lame
Oh,
as she
I
rips
actually
off her
kind
towel.
of love it. Sex sells, and in today's overcrowded market,
Oh,
you
God.
need a hook. The only
The thing that's kind of just bad about this breaking the fourth wall is the dialogue is so like in your face. And that works every once in a while, like when it's supposed to be a sarcastic, like dry delivery of something, like just explaining it, and that is the joke that you're explaining it. But I don't know. I think this is meant to sound clever. You know what I mean? It's not like Deadpool breaking the fourth wall where it's funny.
Maybe I'm just not a fan because hot take, I guess. I just didn't even like it when Deadpool did it. I just didn't.
I like that, but
Before you even hit that unpause button, though, let us just take a sip on the sole basis that these are high school kids.
older actors playing them. They always got like those 50-year-old people who are like, I'm a freshman. I'm like, bro.
Wasn't that the whole thing about Zac Efron in High School Musical? Like, Zac Efron was older. I don't know much about High School Musical, but that's what I heard, at least.
That's
He
the
was-
thing in everything.
Sweet.
13
Well,
Reasons Why.
I guess so, but like the...
Degrassi.
compelling. Then
Sipping
why
because
was
they
your
don't have
favorite
it.
Part of the Riverdale pilot when Betty and Veronica kiss.
Well, because I was instantly called out as act.
Just admit, we are all secretly perverts.
I just don't understand this show, right? Like, because this could have been done with new characters. It still would have been bad, but it didn't need to use these. Oh, Jesus. I'm taking too many sips right now.
Cool.
Don't even
I mean,
bother
not
to talk at this
oversimplify a thorny
rate.
issue, but
This
everyone
part-
loves it when
this
white
part of
people
the
play
story.
Jesus, or why can't it ever go the other way, right? Velma? What the hell? You almost killed me.
That was just them patting themselves on the back on I don't know. That was fucking
Try
weird.
hard enough. Krista, if this was a show, you'd be killed off for being horny. Brenda? Wait, did you click?
Maybe I just don't like Mindy's voice.
I'm not dissing her. She has no brain.
I don't like her humor. Nothing to do with her voice.
Why do you have prostitutes right outside the prison?
Hold up.
And this guy peeing right here with an anarchy symbol. Hey, that's
It's
me.
you.
That's me. I used to wear anarchy shirts and everything, and I used to do peeing.
I used to do peeing.
Hey, sometimes, let me tell you something. When you're in a college town, you gotta pee when you've been drinking for like 4 hours. Do your thing. Maybe get a ticket, you know what I mean? These little dialogue breaks that they're doing would only work if they're done like once an episode in another show. But like having it so consistently back to back is just draining. Like, what is the plot besides 90% of the show so far is fourth wall break?
Oh my god, you totally forgot.
No, we didn't. Every day.
I just didn't like that line.
It's like the one
Oh
positive
god, here she goes with a third
stereotype
party
perpetuated
or
by
Velma.
third
She
party
was found
for the
in
wall
your
break
locker
shit.
and gym teacher who isn't a gym teacher anymore.
Clearly,
What?
someone's trying
You didn't have to say she was adopted.
Daphne used to be best friends.
Why she got pictures of them together in the crime thing? What is this?
Also, did you realize? Yeah, until she got hot and ditched me.
No, that just sounds like hating to me.
You could just say that she ditched you. Like every joke here is so focused on somebody's identity or how they appear. Oh my god, it's so painful.
Who took this picture though? Who took it? Because like, so is she like
No, you couldn't kill
the
Brenda,
female
sweetie.
version of an
But we
incel in
also
this
know
show?
we're not
She's just
like
mad
the
that
best
she's not hot.
detectives, So
It's a mystery, and I don't solve mysteries. Not anymore.
Yeah.
Your father.
Are those from like the episodes?
They probably are.
That's the only good callback that I like.
Yeah.
That's the only callback.
Oh, okay. Well, it's kind of a fourth wall break, but not directly.
Hey, what?
For the art.
For the face.
It's Velma from school. You cheat off me in Spanish because you think I'm Mexican.
Maybe. I have a disease where I can't recognize people who aren't hot. My doctor says it's basically sickle cell for rich guys.
Is it called rudeness?
It is. You're like smart.
Oh,
Fred was never that big of an idiot though, I feel like.
Thank God.
Like he was dumb, but like cartoon level dumb, as in like he fit. I'm so glad I didn't do the shots. What is this? She on drugs?
Apparently she has
not
hallucinations.
real.
You know, there's no solid ground to know how this show's supposed to like be interpreted, but it's even further than just it not appealing to anyone. I don't know how serious this show's supposed to be in its own universe. Accused of murder. They're just like talking about it so calmly.
Yeah,
Oh,
everybody's so
I'm so mad.
nonchalant. Like it doesn't matter. And then they're piling on this stupid humor when somebody's accused of murder.
Too many sips of this beer already. It's
I don't
been
even-
like 6 minutes.
I don't even understand how you're talking so long. I just keep on sipping back to back.
I don't know.
Nervous.
I'm also
A basic bitch who doesn't even know how to use hashtags?
Oh,
no.
God.
I'm also
I thought basic bitches were the ones that use hashtags the best.
Yeah.
That's a
That's-
basic bitch trait.
This is exactly what I'm saying. None of the jokes in this entire series make sense. None of them.
I don't understand.
It's about priority.
Yo, bro, what the
You need a
fuck?
real moment.
I don't like this.
Well, I had to go.
This is where the content for those websites that you had to pay like a monthly membership for. That's where it comes from. You know what I'm talking about? Like
I know exactly.
obviously
what you're
the
talking
P Hub is free, right? Everyone uses
about.
that.
The P-Hub.
I'm not gonna say the full name, but you know, there's always those ads for like it would be like you pay $20 and you get access to 6 websites for a month or something like that, and then they would always be like super specific and weird shit. Hey, this is where it's coming from. Her dad. Look at that. That's probably another website right there. Construction ladies
When you become
with a pumpkin.
glamorous in pop culture, when a
Oh God, here we go again.
we're all lived to be murdered.
This is breaking down the tropes of horror movies that have never existed, to be honest. Like they're on the outskirts of existing. Like there is always a slutty girl in horror movies that gets like knifed down in the beginning. But then the rest of the details that they're saying, like they're not even true the real tropes.
Many people will look at this series and be like, oh, it's trying to be woke. But Gen Z has effectively wrecked that word. That word does not hold any sort of weight or meaning anymore. And it kind of also reminds me of, I saw this video, right, where, am I allowed to say sex toy?
I don't care.
Okay.
We're not gonna get
Well, anyway.
monetized with this.
So I saw this video, right, where there is a woman who made decorative dildos. I don't know why, but she can do her. And there was like a bunch of comments who were talking about the censorship of the word dildo in the caption of her video. Like it was like one of those captions that is in the video. And people were so mad that the word dildo was censored, even though it was probably for reasons like engagement on the post, or maybe like, you know, they just physically purposely don't push out videos with words like that. So she was like, okay, let me censor it. Oh, so dildo's a bad word now? So many snowflakes in this generation. It's kind of like
They need to take it up with the website.
like people don't understand that Velma is not woke. It's nothing close to what woke should be, because woke is like you're conscious, you're progressive. This is regressive on literally all sides.
It just doesn't make sense. I don't understand. Like the original Scooby Doo is less offensive than this.
The problem that I have is with you changed the identities and then you made the identities the butt of every joke. That is so backhanded and like microaggressive that how could this possibly be woke? I don't know how people can look at this and be like, "Oh, they wokeified Velma." Did she just say bump this noise? That is something that I can't imagine Mindy Kaling ever saying. I'm sipping just for that.
I'm just thinking about the fact that she has like one of each race now as part of the crew, right? So it makes it feel like she's trying to be inclusive to more people. Like, I don't know if she stated that, but it just that's the way it comes across. Is that was the intention, and she has somehow made those more inclusive race characters more despicable or distasteful than their white counterparts, like their personalities. You know what I mean? Like I don't like any of these people. So it's like it's kind of weird because like you're including these characters and then making everyone hate them. Well, it's still not funny. This is funnier if I imagine that Kelly wrote it and not Mindy. You know what I mean? Like
That's
her
better.
character in The Office. I could see her writing this, right? Oh, I forgot the game. I just took a step for no reason.
Damn, Dilf City. Sorry, continue.
No, I get it. And I want to be as manly as him, but since Brenda died,
You can tell that Fred is going to be one of those characters with like absolutely no arc. None. He just stays the way he is and he remains a punching bag.
Bad
My mother
parenting.
wrote mysteries.
Don't spray water on people.
Inside at
That
that.
day on,
I don't know.
that was the last
Oh, what the hell?
time I ever saw her.
Hey, don't forget to buy yourself something from me.
That. So I put on
And it
my
was a
mom's
bomb.
glasses and vowed I wouldn't open her gift until
That'd be
I found
funny.
her.
Without
Now it's
Scooby
time to
Doo.
solve a mystery.
Where are
Velma
you?
triggers a potential-
Well, I have reached the point of this reaction where I have run out of beer. I gotta go get another one. Alright, so I got my second beer ready.
point.
What are VMs? Voicemails. The hell says VMs?
If I can't convince
Where's
people
his
I didn't
dog?
kill Brenda by tomorrow, I'm going to be arrested.
What the dog doing?
But I also know how
Dead.
to find out who.
TV shows, the malt shop owner is always a friendly black man
Oh,
or
God.
a spicy and meatball Italian. So you're like, oh, the kids come here for the folksy wisdom.
I don't personally. I'm part of town, so I can say this. I don't personally get offended by that. But if we're going by what the whole inclusive and shit, isn't that just racist? Like,
Her pointing that out had absolutely no purpose to what she was trying to say, really.
it was really weird because she was again trying to break down a trope, a movie trope, through the fourth wall break. But again, that's not a trope that exists. I have never been like, oh, there's a malt shop in this movie. It's gonna be a black man, or it's gonna be an Italian. Like, what are you talking about? What the hell's a malt shop? That doesn't exist. This is like the 1950s. That doesn't exist. What is that?
Yeah, I don't.
But again, that was just a joke on Shaggy's original character, right? Because he's supposed to be I mean, everyone knows he's supposed to be a stoner.
I think it's just supposed to be super far away from his original identity just for jokes. Like, that's the joke. Now, a lot of people don't realize that Shaggy's real name is Norval. So a lot of these people who are so mad about Norval's name being Norval are just mad about canon.
Technically, she mentioned it was an origin story in the beginning. So there's the potential that Scooby will join in later. Hopefully Scooby comes in. Not that it's gonna make the show any better, but at least it shows that in her own weird way, she's trying to stick to the canon. I wouldn't want to look at that camera. We saw what they were already taking pictures of in front of her.
Photographs.
Good food,
loud, great tunes, and I let teens have sex in the bathroom.
And I'm sorry I didn't
What?
believe you about your hallucinations. But Velma, I told you this. Your mother
Sus.
didn't go missing because you...
Jesus Christ.
She hated us.
Yes. So you can
Yes.
feel guilty about your...
Ah, gross. Like the social warrior version of her that's like unpopular but like sticks up for everybody. But she's not even that. She's just a really bad character. Like she's just a dick to everybody.
What did you call it? Femcel?
Yeah, she's a femcel. What in the... Again, what level of absurdity is this show supposed to be is what I'm not getting. They're just doing a courtesy flush. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
See a naked picture of Fred, I'd be like, hubba hubba. But I'd say that about anyone.
Ugh.
Ron, Helen Mirren, a mummy.
I don't know how to read this show, I guess, is what I mean. I don't understand this because it tries to be serious, but the pace is too fast. And then you got things like that school dude's leg going flying off. But you also got somebody died and she's got to go through like court. I don't understand how to read this show. I don't know what level of absurdity the cartoon's supposed to be.
Well, let me just reassure you. No one knows who this show is supposed to be for. And let me tell you, the audience, ambiguous. Nobody knows. It's nowhere to be found, actually, because nobody would actually want to sit down and do this unless it is for a joke or some sort of synopsis,
But I think that Mindy takes it serious.
which is unfortunate.
Like, she's not into the joke. It's not impossible to watch this like we're doing now and have fun making fun of it, right? I'll give it that. It's at least fun as a B movie style thing, though it does take itself too seriously at times. Oh, wait, man, I'm feeling this. It's getting more confusing the drunker I get.
What?
The art itself is very copying every other show that has this, right? It's not good art, but the animation and the shading is smooth enough past those same art style, if that makes sense. Like it's not unique in the art style, but the shading and animation is well done for a really bad show.
This art style is giving me like both Family Guy and Steven Universe. Like parts of it, just I see both really. However, Family Guy, it's like it's satire. It doesn't take itself that seriously, and that's the complete opposite of what's going on here. And Steven Universe is like self-loving, it's conscious, it's very caring to its viewers and the people in the story. And that's also the opposite of what's happening here.
You're not saying anything.
I was getting ready to drink, and then I'm like, wait, better.
You're
So I
like
don't
a
like
brother
it.
to me. That's hilarious.
Yikes.
To do it, make it super cringy.
You're the main character in all my dreams.
Okay, stop. I'm peeing.
This is not what I need right now.
To
How
be
much
honest,
is going to be a
Bingo.
a black joke.
a black joke on getting pulled over by the police?
Yeah, that's what I was
This
gonna
is
say.
just Krista hooking up with.
Fearless Velma. I haven't finished going through puberty.
How are you trying to be conscious but you don't understand double
How else are
standards?
my features so boyish and unquestionable?
Laugh. I'd be worried if a dude in his 17 hasn't hit puberty. I'd be like, yo, is that boy alright?
If I wasn't standing
That's
next
a
to the
weird
secret
toxic
comedian over
masculinity
here,
trait that doesn't
man, if
exist.
found
I
you
didn't
were
kill
attractive,
anybody. I'm
I
a
would be
puss.
all over you right now.
Yeah, and it's the
Oh,
fact that they said it twice.
Honestly, that's the only fourth wall break that made sense. The rules are muddy. What's going on here?
Because I do.
So I don't think the answer is even that complex. I think it would work in singular storytelling better simply because they can't handle good storytelling.
Resolving
She needs Scott's tots.
My god.
Tots Scott's.
This was her Scott's tots.
This going in. This
Velma?
Oh my god, yes, it's over.
We need to look into this, man. Why did he develop this? Oh, man. This is the guy everyone should be hating. She's an executive producer, but that doesn't mean she wrote it. They did good. Those guys should be awarded. You know what I mean? They worked with what they did. They didn't write it. They were just made it look as nice as they could. Charlie Grandy needs to be investigated for
Fraud.
lack of talent at his level. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, he shouldn't have gotten to a level where he can make an HBO Max show if this is the product that he's creating. I should have gotten this one. No, I'm just kidding.
There's a certain taste of irony going on here that we're definitely more critical of the woman of color than the man who made this story.
Charlie Grandy. That's who we should be hating on. But I don't know.
If she definitely didn't like what was done with Velma, then I feel like she shouldn't be doubling down. Still though, I really hate the fact that like demographics are just becoming like a box to check off. They're just becoming something that's sort of just a buzzword or something that people see like a need to have, like, oh, I need to achieve this milestone. You can see when it's fake.
Let me finish this off by saying, by this point, I would have edited it to have the exact sip counter of each of us in the corner. So tell me if you got your correction right or wrong. You know, in the beginning of the video, I told you, who do you think would drink a little more? I don't even know at this point, so. And the last thing I'll mention to you guys is I am going to be uploading, of course, a more viewable version of this. Hopefully we don't get shot down by HBO Max or whoever else owns this. But if you guys want to watch the full, well, there'll be a little bit of an edit, and it's just going to be like the beginning or ends or whatever when I had to run to the kitchen to get the other drink. But it'll be mildly, almost not edited at all video. The full version of this video is going to be uploaded to my Patreon, which you can join for as little as $1 a month. Like and subscribe, leave a comment on what you think of Velma, and I think we're going to continue this series. Not back to back though, because I'll be way too drunk too many days in a row.
And that's just sips. That is sips.
I would have been dead if I took shots.
Oh man.
It was just a bad show.
I would have been dead from water poisoning. Actually, let's be honest.
It was just a bad show, guys. Also, actually, let me throw it in there. I didn't do my like usual video drops last week. One of the weeks previously, I didn't drop my usual videos, so I'm gonna probably just drop a bunch of reactions this coming few days. Just gonna drop a bunch back to back. That way, I catch up to my quota, kinda. So. Yeah, hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Thanks for watching if you got this far into the video, and I will catch you guys on the next one.